Okay, we are almost done with the lesson. This one is dealing with asking you if the shapes are similar. So to do this problem, you have to go back to Trip. Come on, Trip. All right, bud. You're going to get this one. I'm just kidding. I just had to say that because I always say your name in class. All right. I'm just playing. Martin, pay attention.
Caden, quit sleeping.
Okay. All right. To decide if two things are similar, you have to go back to the definition. The definition of similar shapes is the angles have to match up first. Because if the angles don't match up, they're not similar. All right, so let's take a look at this picture. They gave us one angle and one angle. Those match up, but they did not give me any other angles, and they didn't give me a way to find any other angles. So I am going to say, no, this is not similar. Because they did not. Even if these sides are proportional, which I do believe the sides are proportional. Like if I started setting up the fractions, if I started setting up all the fractions to this, from this triangle, or sorry, this five-sided shape, this pentagon, to this pentagon, I think the fractions will match up and they'll work. But they are not similar because they only gave us one angle and not all of the angles. They would have had to have markings on all those to make it work. So I'm saying not similar.
Let's just go and do the next one too.
Okay. All right. Refer to this tile, these two tiles, and they're asking us about whether the diagram in this shape is similar. So decide whether the hexagon in tile design 1 is similar. Explain. Well, they're asking for the red shape, if it's similar to the blue shape. I'm looking at mine. I see markings on all the red ones for our angles. Those would work. But now look at my blue one. This blue one doesn't have any markings for it. No markings on the angles. Therefore, I am going to say not similar. And another thing that you can kind of pick up on is, you know that this red one's a regular hexagon. It's a regular six-sided shape. Because once the angles all are matched up, the sides all match up. And you'll look at this blue one, the sides don't match up on that one either. So because they're not the same, it's just the angles have to match up first, then the sides can be proportional. So I'm going to give the next one to Prez.
All right, Prez is in the house. Okay, and this one, we're going to decide same thing if tile design 2, if they're similar. Remember, like Mr. Lee said, all the angles on them have to match up and be exactly the same. So I'm looking at my red shape. Okay, I've got one mark for all of the angles. And then if you look on my blue shape, every single angle is marked with the same, just one angle marking. So that means that all the angles totally match up. So we can say that these ones are similar because all of the angles are the same. All the angles that match up are the same. So yes, all angles are the same.
And because they're similar, because they're regular shape, the red one was a regular shape anyway, we know all of their sides would be the same, which would mean they are proportional to the blue one. Perfect.